Tell me, are you interested in being hypnotized? Of course you are. That's why you decided to listen to this recording. You want to experience trance. Now, this may be your first time going into a trance state, or you may be very familiar with being hypnotized. But no matter what, I want to ensure that the experience is enjoyable and profound. Now, for this recording to be most effective, you have to give yourself permission to be hypnotized. Many people think of hypnosis as a state where they lose control, and that is not necessarily true. In fact, you can have more control over certain things while you're hypnotized than while you're not. Hypnosis is an altered state of consciousness that depends on your ability to focus. When you focus, you're going to direct that mental energy inwards. So much of our time is spent directing our mental energy outwards, towards our surroundings. We very rarely look inwards. Now, that can be something that's unfamiliar to some. It may feel like you're losing control, but you're not. And since this can be an unfamiliar state of mind for some people, I'm here to guide you as your hypnotist. I lead, and you can choose to follow. And if you don't choose to go there, you can wake up and open your eyes easily and effortlessly. It's not like you have to try to resist some sort of magic spell. Think of it as if I'm guiding you into a daydream. And if you would rather wake up from the daydream, you can. You're never trapped in a daydream, and you're not controlled in a daydream. In fact, daydreams can be quite fun. Perhaps you've daydreamed about being hypnotized. Let's think about that. Being hypnotized. Yes, let's think about that together. Some people find that their muscles relax when they're hypnotized. Others find that their arms can become stiff and rigid, like bars of steel, before they melt away into relaxation. Many people find that their eyelids start to flutter as they drift closer and closer to the cusp of a hypnotic trance. And some people experience something else entirely. Everybody can experience trance in their own way. Let's direct all that mental energy and focus inwards to how you want to experience trance right now. How you want to be hypnotized. You've stuck around this long, listening to me speak. As you breathe in and out, slowly and deeply, every time you exhale, I want you to close those heavy eyelids of yours. And every time you breathe in, I want you to try your very best to open them. As you breathe in and out, maybe let your eyes drift to a spot in the room that you're in to look at. It could be any spot, anywhere at all, wherever your gaze drifts, and stops is where you will look. As you look at that spot, you may find it helpful to repeat in your mind a guiding phrase. A phrase that can help you focus your thoughts towards your goals. I want to be hypnotized. That's a good phrase to focus on. Perhaps when you exhale, you can think of that phrase as your eyes close. I want to be hypnotized. Or alternatively, when you breathe in, mustering up all your strength to open those heavy eyelids. You can also try to think of the words, I want to be hypnotized. Keep on focusing on that simple phrase and desire. I want to be hypnotized. It can keep on echoing over and over again throughout your mind. Make room in your mind for this phrase. Every single time you close those eyes and breathe out, you can expel more and more of those conscious thoughts, letting them drift away, leaving more room for your goal. Your goal is to be hypnotized. I want to be hypnotized. As you breathe in, your body and mind fills with energy and determination to be deeply hypnotized. You want to experience this new sensation. Direct your focus inwards towards your goal of being deeply hypnotized. Perhaps you can challenge yourself to see how deep you can go into trance. It would be interesting to see what happens. I can try to tell you to open those eyes in 1, 2, 3. Open those eyes. But if you want your mind to sleep, if you want to be deeply hypnotized, you can let them close. You can let the phrase, I want to be hypnotized, echo through your empty mind. I can try to tell you to open those eyes in 1, 2, 3. But when you want to sleep deeply and be hypnotized deeply, you will. You can control how deep into hypnosis you go. Deeper and deeper down, following my voice. I can try to tell you to open those eyes and wake up in 1, 2, 3, but you can always sleep deeply when you want to. You don't need to be told or commanded to. You want to be hypnotized. Your mind is echoing with the phrase, I want to be hypnotized. Now, of course, later on, if you want to be told to sleep deeply or have me snap my fingers, I'll be more than happy to oblige. But right now, let's just drift so I can help you relax deeply. I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And as I count down, perhaps you can imagine relaxing so deeply that those numbers fade away. Perhaps you could imagine everything fading away. It could be like the feeling you have right before you drift off to sleep, where you're nice and comfortable in your bed, and everything is perfect. You're just drifting on to the twilight edge of sleep. Nothing disturbs you. Everything is perfect. Focus on that as I count down from 10 to 1. You will say, "Relax deeper," out loud with each number I count off. Follow along with me. 10. Relax deeper. Feel it happening. 9. Relax deeper. Drifting in the twilight before sleep. 8. Relax deeper. Everything is fading away. 7. Relax deeper. Drifting all the way deep down deep. 6. Relax deeper. Your mind can blank out completely. 5. Relax deeper. Drifting, feeling profoundly peaceful. 4. Relax deeper. More than halfway there. 3. Relax deeper. Just drifting now, all the way down. 2. Relax deeper. Deep down deep. And 1. Relax deeper. Reaching your goal of a deep trance state. Now, in this deep trance state, your mind is open and receptive to positive hypnotic suggestions that you want to receive. If you want to be hypnotized again, you can easily and effortlessly return to the state of deep trance when you think of the phrase, "I want to be hypnotized." When that phrase echoes through your mind, you can drift off into this deep, deep state of trance. No thoughts, no cares or worries, just inward focus and deep relaxation. Now, if you enjoy being hypnotized, you can think of the phrase, "I want to be hypnotized," outside of trance, and you can find that you drift into trance in seconds when you're in a safe and appropriate place to do so. Nobody else can make you think of the phrase, "I want to be hypnotized." That desire comes deep down from within your subconscious mind. When you think about it, it happens. Let's try it out together. I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I reach 5, I want you to wake up and open your eyes, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, awake and alert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wake up. Open those eyes. Tell me, how do you feel? Do you perhaps want to be hypnotized? Do you want to think of the phrase, "I want to be hypnotized"? As you think of that phrase, allow your eyes to close. Let it happen. Let it become a hypnotic trigger that can take you deep into trance. I want to be hypnotized. I want to be hypnotized. I want to be hypnotized. Let it happen as your mind sleeps deeply. Excellent. You're doing very well. Waking up on 5 as I count you up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wake up and open those eyes. But just for a moment, because tell me, do you want to be hypnotized? Yes, you do. So of course, your mind can effortlessly think of the phrase, I want to be hypnotized. And your eyelids can start to flutter shut, feeling yourself drifting down twice as deep, twice as fast. It gets easier and easier the more you practice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to be hypnotized. Deep down deep. Drift. Relax deeper as it happens again and again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to be hypnotized. Drifting down, deep down, deeper and deeper, feeling better and better, as if you're floating on a warm cloud of pure relaxation and bliss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to be hypnotized. Deep down deep. Just sleep. Drift for a moment. Relax and enjoy yourself as you drift. I want you to know that you can always wake yourself up from trance if you want to. I want you to practice waking yourself up for me when you think of the phrase, I want to wake up. It can happen easily and effortlessly. You're in control of this trance. You can wake up when you want to. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I reach 5, you'll wake up completely and totally. With each number that I count off, I want you to think in your head the phrase, I want to wake up, over and over again until it becomes true. 1. I want to wake up. 2. I want to wake up. 3. I want to wake up. 4. I want to wake up. And 5. I want to wake up. You feel refreshed and rejuvenated, awake and alert, and very happy, knowing that you can always wake yourself up from a trance whenever you want to. Hypnosis is not some sort of magical mind control spell. Quite far from it. It's an altered state of consciousness that you can enjoy and explore.